Libra. How you doing? This is Lynn from Tinker Tarot, and I'm here to do your February 2018 reading. So, welcome to my channel, and want to say hola to all my Mexican viewers, and I see some American viewers. Welcome. Thanks for becoming subscribers and liking my videos. So what messages do we have for Libra for February 2018? Look at that. The Hermit jumped out. So it looks like you've been spending some time alone, kind of withdrawing yourself from everything, and you're looking for clarity. You know, you see you got that light on and you're looking for clarity. You got the bald eagle on your shoulder, two-way. And that's a night bird, and the bald eagle, above all the eagles, sees the furthest. And if you ask me, I think that you've seen the light. And you kind of decided to disengage yourself from activities, or I don't think you like what you see necessarily, but you're thinking about, you're just thinking about it. You're thinking because you know now. I think you see. So Libra, February 2018. February 2018. Sorry this is so late. I had some weather problems earlier in the month, and I just have these last two to put out, but I should be on time for March, so should have everything out, by the 1st for sure. Okay, I think it's ready. It is ready. I've moved into my living room because some of my friends that were viewing were telling me the other videos were kind of dark, so it's a lot brighter in here. So it should be much better. You should be able to see me and everything. Your first card in your past energy is the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Ace of Cups is the birth of something new on the feeling level. And, that makes sense. That Hermit jumped out, right? And like I said, it's like you can see everything for what it is. You can see clearly, and now you feel differently about things. You're taking on a new perspective, and I think you feel differently about love even, but there's something new coming in on the feeling level. This could be a new love relationship. Also, it could be getting closer with a friend or a relative. But we'll see what comes up in this past energy. Next, you have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is really like you're at the end of your rope. You've done everything you could. You've put all your best energy in, and you've really been through the ringer this past while. And Athena has stepped up to protect you and say, back off. I think that there's support around you, protection around you in the form of family, friends, guardians, I guess. Sort of saying, give him or her a break. And these are all anxieties and fears, and the 10 is the end of the road for this, though. You're done. You are done with it. And like I said, this ace is a different perspective on how you feel about things. You know what I mean? Because it you feel like you're not really being considered or recognized or treated fairly, considering all the effort and everything that you put in. So, anyway, so this is in your past energy. So this is what you have felt. Your next card is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords are, a burst of energy. And also, it's about getting out there and communicating and networking. It's like you're ready to step out now. You're ready to be out there socially and communicating with people. And I think that there's this is the Discovery twins. This is mental energy. This is air energy. And the Knights are about movement, and these guys are fast movement. They're quick thinking and quick acting. So it's kind of like you think it and you're doing it. It's fast moving energy, especially on the communication front and the mental front. You're taking this new perspective, your new self, your new way of thinking, and you're moving forward with it. Your next card is the Sun. And the Sun is success. The Sun is saying, yes, that's exactly the right thing to do. Everything is being illuminated before you, the whole path. And the sun god has even said, here, you can walk through the gate. It's kind of like saying, yes, you did the right thing, with where you're going. And you're also being rewarded for all the hard work that you have done. You thought you weren't, no one was noticing, but they are. Okay. So that's a great card to have. The Sun is, the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm leaning way over here. My table must be too far away. Your last card in your past energy is the Queen of Pentacles. And, this woman's very grounded. She is slow and determined, and probably an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And I think this woman, I think you may have just met her. I think she's fairly new in your life, and I think you met her after you came through this tunnel, so to speak. And the thing about the Queen of Pentacles is that she's a balance between material and nurturing the self. She takes care of herself so that she can take care of everybody else. And that's why she seems so grounded, because she does that. She has a good balance, and I've always said, Pentacles, earth signs are methodical. They think things out before. They're not fast acting people. They're not. They think it through, and they look at it really well before they decide to, move ahead with it. But I think she's new. I think you have just met her. And whether you're male or female, I think that this woman, whether she's a love interest or not, she could be there as for guidance, I get the impression it's like a friend, really. She's there for support. And remember I said there's people backing you, there's people looking out for you, protecting you. And I think that's who this woman is. I think she's going to offer help, support, encouragement even. Anyway, that's your past energy. In your present energy, you have the Three of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Tower, the Magician, and the Hierophant. Wow. It's kind of the story continuing, and, it's you are bursting this abscess, this toxicity, this negative, this whatever it is, this burden. You're opening it up and letting all the poison out, and you're healing. You're on a healing path. I think this is something you've been carrying for a long time. Could be family stuff. And I think you're letting it go. You're realizing it's not yours. So this is being broken open, and it looks like it's terribly painful, and may not have been by your doing. It got open. You didn't say, "Hey, I'm going to open this up and deal with this now." It may have been done through a catalytic nature as someone. But anyway, it's really a great thing, actually, because once you let all this stuff out, you are going to be renewed. It's like a rebirth. You're going to feel so great that you got rid of that weight, that chip. It's going to relieve so much in you. You're not going to believe it. And the Knight of Wands is your next card right beside that. So see what I mean? Renewed, revived energy. You're not carrying that weight. You're like fire. You move with the wind, and this is fast moving energy. Now that you know who you are, you're ready to move forward with it. And this is not just about a self journey. Like a lot of it is. It's you're delving into your emotional self, your deeper self. There's a lot of that going on in the past year for many people, with the Saturn and it leaving and everything going direct now. Like, this is what this looks like, everything going direct. You are going direct. You know exactly where you're going. It's like you're on a mission, okay? The Wands is fire energy, and it is about your plan that you're putting into action, whether that be with, usually Wands are about your career, your creative ventures, your external, it's external. But I think that this is a lot about feeling excellent, about a new revived energy to move ahead now that you've shed that skin. You shed a skin there, okay? And you are, and the other thing too that I want to point out is you feel this renewed energy, the wands and the mythic tarot is about Jason and the Argonauts going after the golden fleece, fleece. And here he's got the fleece, and he, after doing that, shedding that skin, he's got that renewed energy, that renewed, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But anyway, to take it, to finish the job. You're ready to finish the job that you set out to do in the first place. So, yeah, you were out of commission for a bit, and now you're back. All right? So, you're ready to handle this. Don't let this scare you. You are back. This tower is falling around you, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's going to fall. That is, it could be your home, your foundation, your stability, or what you consider stable in your life. I don't think it was actually as stable as you thought it was. It was sitting on, turbulent waters for quite a while. And even where the calm water is, there's like clouds everywhere. There's a storm a-coming, So, but don't worry about this. I think you knew it was coming, and you're ready. You have the renewed energy to handle it. In some ways, I think you may walk away from some of it. You're ready to walk away from it. Okay, you're ready for that. You're ready for your new path, and you're ready to finish this because you knew this already, and you're ready to finish it. You're ready to deal with it, okay? And then you have the Magician, Libra. And the Magician is about, okay, what am I going to do now? Where am I going to go? What do I want to do? Like, there's so many things. I can do anything I want. I can manifest whatever I want. And I can go in any direction I want to. It's all up to me. So it's just about considering where you want to go, because you can do anything now. You've dealt with all the stuff that, the hard stuff. I think you've been through the hard stuff, and now you got to decide what you want. I think that you've been doing a lot of things that other people want or expect of you up to now, and now it's your turn. Okay. This is a fantastic reading. I'm loving this reading. You have a lot of the major arcana, and the next is the Hierophant. The Hierophant, sometimes people think of this card as a religious card, so seeking out who you would consider your religious faith, seeking out counsel. And, you got this big decision, this direction on where am I going to go? What am I going to do? I kind of know who I am now, and I know what I don't want anymore, but what do I want? And so you might be seeking counsel. I think you will be seeking counsel. But it's not counsel like, like your distraught kind of counsel. It's more of, life coaching, maybe. Where do I go? What do I do now? Like I said, this usually represents your religious person that you would go and seek for counsel. But it can also be a friend, someone who you consider wise and you go to for advice. And I don't think everybody knows this. Like you have, it's like I think it's like somebody else's uncle. It's a friend's family member. This person could be a Sagittarius, because we have the centaur here. And Sagittarius are very well known for people seeking them out to talk to and for advice because they're very non-judgmental. They're open and they see the world for what it is. And so I get the idea that you're seeing a friend's relative. There, you have a closeness. You admire them. You trust their judgment. And there's something about them that you would, you admire. Like, I don't know if it's admire, but you want to be more like, you want to follow a similar path. Anyway, so this is what you're doing. This is like magical. This is so nice. And it's right in time with this new moon today. In your future or outcome energy, you have the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Empress, and Justice. Oh my. Wow, this is so strong. Ooh, wow. Well, the Queen of Cups, as we know, is usually a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. They're very emotional people. They're very in touch with their emotions, and they're intense, And I think that there could be, geez, the High Priestess here too, eh? Hmm. You know, quite often these are people. So this could be a woman in your life. This could be a love interest. This could be who you are embodying now. And that's kind of how I see it. I see this as who you are embodying now in your outcome, which is now. Like we're almost into we are into the last 2 weeks of February. And I see this happening now for you. Um, you're uh, you're speaking and acting more from your heart, more from how you feel than how you think. Okay, um, and then the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is a very established man. He has his lands, his home, his farm, and his employees. There's the ram there, that earth energy. And, the King of Pentacles has worked long and hard and determined and to get what he has now. And, I kind of like this could be two people that a couple that or this could be you and your person together, opposite but in harmony, earth and water, meld very well together. But like I said, I think this is you. This is who you are. You are making decisions more from your heart on an emotional level. But there's also the part of you that is the business person that has all the experience and skills that you've been able to develop up to now. And you've been able to provide yourself, with stability and comfort. This looks very comfortable, very nice place. Um, I I see these choices where you're coming from bringing you to this place. You're feeling more content, more grateful and appreciative of what you have now. You know, excuse me, if this is not a person in your life who is grounded, who is, um, you know, that you could also be asking, these people could be advisors to you as well, when you're going through this, but I kind of see it as you. I see it as you, balanced. And the next is the high priestess. The high priestess is about, she's all pure with her lilies. She's got the pomegranate too, and she's in the cave in between the white and the black pillar. So about balance, trusting your intuition. Um, I think that there might be, you might be having some dreams, there might be some messages coming to you through dreams to you. And I think this is you getting in touch with your intuition, really, because of all the stuff that you've been through. And you can leave that cave anytime you want. That they call it the underworld, kind of, but not really. It doesn't have that dreary. It's the place where you go and find balance and then come out and you completely trust yourself. You are, but you're pure too. You have a more of a purity. You don't have those walls up. You don't need to because you have strength in your own convictions. Next is the Empress. The Empress is about the birth of something new. Sometimes this can be a child, a grandchild, um, but also meaning nurturing. She's surrounded by water. The water is flowing through the land and nurturing it. She is, she is so healthy looking and loving where she is, with herself. But this could also be the birth of something new for you. And obviously, like you're going through all this stuff and you are really coming together in a well-rounded way, coming out of this cave. And here's the new you. Again, you have the magician, the new you. But this is more about trusting who you are, not just recognizing where you've been and what you've been able to go through, but trusting who you are now and you're ready to begin again. The new you is ready to begin again. And there's something else. I think that out of all this, there's going to be some sort of fair justice. people have been watching you, observing you, go through all this. And it may not be necessarily a court decision, or I think that this, I don't think you're being judged. You know what I mean? I think that people are seeing. There's it's fair justice. I see this card in a lot of different ways when I read, and today it's fair justice. So that something's fallen apart, and whether this was a tangible thing like material item, a house, or relationship, it could be all that combined. But whatever, however it ends up, I think is going to be fair. You're going to feel like you didn't get tricked, and I think a lot of that's because of how you've changed. People see that you've changed, and you're not this person anymore. You're not that person anymore. You're this person now. You're the magician now. You got choices. You got resources. You have you know who you are, and you can do it. You have a renewed faith in yourself and your abilities to manifest what you want in your life. And out of all that, there is fair justice. There's a fair justice. That's all I got. This is definitely a life-changing journey for you. I think the past couple of months, maybe since January, and it's really been tough, and I think there's been ups and downs in it. You've done wonderful things, and then you've made mistakes. And don't forget to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes, and it's about forgiving yourself first and moving on and trying to do it better next time, and this is your next time. All right. So there you go, Libra. Have a great rest of your month. You can comment if you want to be kind of interested to know how this turns out for you. It's really a fantastic reading as far as evolving. You're in an evolutionary time for yourself. You're ready to evolve and mature again into all the stuff you've been able to gather along the way, all the experiences. So don't forget to, and please like, share, and subscribe. You can also check me out on Facebook at Tinker Tarot. And thanks for joining me today. Have a great one.